So everybody thinks of Google on a regular basis, right? We use it pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Do you think about what Google might do in the world of agriculture anytime soon?
Google's involved in farming.
So kind of.
What?
Yeah. So Google has what they call their incubator space, which is named X. Well, if your parent company is named Alphabet, I guess you can pick these kinds of things. But what they have also done is created an ag space, and they're calling it Mineral. Well, in Mineral, what they are trying to do is try to gather as much data and analytics as they possibly can, not necessarily to compete with anybody in the ag space, but to supply that data for software, for equipment, etc. Some of the things that they have done is they are working with a company called Driscoll. And if you ever buy strawberries in the store, you're likely going to see the Driscoll brand name on there from Driscoll Farms.
Boy, did those go up too. Whew.
Well, fresh fruits, especially this time of the year, there's some trucking costs, folks. And what they're doing is working with someone like Driscoll in order to be able to assess their berry quality by using all of the data that they have found through their sensors, through all of their networks, if you will. And they're going to try to help that mechanization and efficiency that comes with farming. So here's the crossroads that I don't necessarily know how to explain. And that is, you have all of this high-end software, data, equipment, efficiency that's coming to market. But there's a really big movement on buying local, going and finding someone who we can buy beef from or pork, some of our garden vegetables, etc. So where do those two things cross? I don't really know yet, but do you see how there's kind of two big parallels going on?
Could you take a route within this that dives into the corporatizing agriculture?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you certainly could, because ag is one of those last frontiers.
Right.
When Emerging Prairie started hosting Cultivate here a few years ago, there were so many folks that attended that weren't necessarily involved in production farming, but they wanted to come to see for their startup, for their software plan, so they could gather ideas. And also it was really aimed at investors. There are more and more folks that are stepping up and wanting to invest in agriculture. And so it's almost like that last frontier that really hasn't been tapped yet for so much change.
Well, there's a lot of money that's wrapped up in agriculture, and I can see why the companies are money hungry and wanting to dive into it. But like you said, there is that huge push for buying local. I mean, go to your local strawberry farm, pick your own strawberries, get them from your area, get the local beef.
But yet, you can see all of these platforms being used, because even your local folks, it's not like they're just a small mom and pop operation most times too, right?
Right.
You're seeing all of this data and analytics being able to help analyze the market, and it really helps us improve our efficiencies, like how we do crop production or livestock, because when you think about the beef industry, we're producing more beef on the hoof with less number of head. So we've just gotten way better at these things.
Right.
And what Google is aiming to do is help us refine that even more.
You know, I definitely think that there's a spot for, I guess in a way you could say, corporatized agriculture like that. I mean, if you can improve the efficiency of something and you're able to get more out of the same amount, or the quality is increased, and that's something that, maybe not just the corporate entities can use or utilize, but something that's available for all of the entities, all the parties that are involved, that they can get behind it as well. Like, like you said, the software. If everyone has access to the software, then everybody's getting a win-win out of it.
Absolutely. And we as the consumer hope to get the bigger win.